It's freezing.
So, I got to thinking about advancing the time for a multiplayer game. If we're both in the garage, can you advance the time?
No, it doesn't allow you. When you're in multiplayer, you cannot advance time. I don't know why it does that, but it just doesn't. The option's like gone. There's no option to do it.
That's lame.
Lame.
Did you put the roof rack on that?
Yo,
I don't remember.
no, because it's too tipsy.
Oh, okay.
Why did you damage it?
No, I was just wondering.
Is the Chevy in need of repair?
No, but when we does that Scout have a snorkel on it?
No.
Okay, so when we get that one that's up by that truck,
Yeah, you ran into some trouble.
I'm gonna have to go for that one because it's gonna.
Okay.
It'll be too deep trying to get out to that thing. And
Yeah, I agree.
that Scout will explode the moment it goes underwater.
Well, let me get this one then, and then you can get that one. And I think we'll do the one that's on the other side of town though first. Like we'll do this one and then the one on the other side of town. Hello. Okay, the pump's right here, isn't it?
No.
Oh, isn't there one right here? Hold on.
Well, I mean, it's over there somewhere.
To our left. Why aren't they showing up? 1, 2. Maybe I already got this. No, there's only one showing up. Find the pump near Steel River. The heck? Maybe I've examined these already. Boy, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Let's go down into town and grab that last one, and then we'll see where we're at.
Drainage. Yeah, apparently that's the only one left. It's the one up by town.
Let's do it. Boy, that makes our lives a little bit easier, huh?
Okay, well, I'm leaving the fuel thing in town because
Okay, that's fine.
I'm not dragging this thing through the mud.
We could we could sell it if you want.
No, I mean, let's keep it because, we're definitely going to need fuel, after we get to that thing.
Okay. Yeah, this truck sucks fuel, man. It's not very good on fuel.
That 800 is it's like trying to drive a cube of Jell-O.
Yes, especially on these big tires.
You do anything and it's falling over.
Right. I'm reminded of the Minecraft slime. It's just a big cube of jelly.
That's how that TOZ 166 is too. Once you get it on its highest suspension with the biggest tires, like it might as well be trying to drive like a top.
Right.
It just wants to fall over the entire time.
Are you running in high gear?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I got so far ahead of you.
Just trying to get up that hill.
Well, it's a lot safer with your trailer too. I'll just run in high also.
I mean, I can go full speed now. Just trying to climb up that hill right next to the bridge.
It's like a police chase. Pull over.
Make me.
Don't let me catch you speeding again. Good old Need for Speed.
I miss the original Hot Pursuit.
That's the one I was talking about. Yeah, that's what that's from. I think it was Need for Speed well, there was a bunch. They had Need for Speed, and then Need for Speed 2, which was a total piece of crap. And then they had Need for
Hot Pursuit.
Then they had Need for Speed 3, which was Hot Pursuit. And that was the one where they had you actually could drive the cop cars, but they also had a bunch of cop cars in it. And they actually, no, you couldn't drive the cop cars in 3. But they had pretty good AI. Like they'd try to block you in and stuff.
Yeah, and then they came out with Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2.
Yeah, that was a great one too.
That one was so much fun.
Yeah, the graphics, by that time the graphics were starting to actually look good, and the game was a lot of fun. Yeah, I remember that one. That you could play cops and robbers in that one. So like on the multiplayer, one person could take a Porsche and the other person could take a cop car and chase each other.
Yeah. And then then Need for Speed took that crazy turn into vehicle modification town with Underground 2.
Yeah.
And now, I'm not gonna lie, Underground and Underground 2 were pretty awesome.
Yeah, they were good games.
It just,
I'll tell you the best one.
Whatever one came after that was kind of like the turn into Crazy Town.
Yeah, like the drag racing one and stuff. Hang on, let me see where we got further to go. I guess, yeah, you're right. I was going to access it from straight ahead, but I think you're right. It might be better to go down that road there.
Well, there's more trees and stuff to grab onto.
Yeah, hopefully we won't get that stuck, but can you do me a favor? Can you fill me up with fuel first before we head in there? Because I'm already at a quarter tank. I mean, I'm burned a quarter tank. It's not like I'm low on fuel, but somebody was laughing at me because they're like, dude, you got half a tank of fuel and you're worried about it. I'm like, yeah, man, but in some of these trucks, like the Fleet or the Paystar, half a tank of fuel is about 5 minutes of fuel. Fill her up.
I can't.
Oh, let me try.
There we go. Come on.
Thank you. My favorite Need for Speed game, and it's one that was kind of an unsung hero game, but it was a really good game, was the Need for Speed Porsche Unleashed. And it had
Never heard of that one.
It had the Porsches from 1950s all the way until like the early or the late 90s, early 2000s when the game was made. Wow, and right into it. We're stuck. And it basically, you'd start off in 1950 and start through in races in 1950, and you'd have like the 2 Porsches to pick from. And then as the game diversified, you'd get better Porsches and upgrades and stuff to make them race faster. But you'd also could do classic cups and stuff like that, where you had like unmodified cups. You had cups where you could, like the different races called for different types of cars. So it was really cool. So if you like, there was one race where it was like all 944s, so you had to have a 944, and then you could soup it up however much you wanted. This is the problem with this truck, because it's low to the ground still without the lift kit. Though I might even have the lift kit on this. It's so low still, it sucks down into the mud. So no matter what you do, you end up getting stuck in the mud.
Yeah,
it does everything else well, but it just doesn't do this deep mud at all. Whereas the Chevy kind of just
bulldozing.
Yeah, once the Chevy gets diff locks, especially, it bulldozes through.
Well, no, I mean, like your little thing, your front bumper might as well be a bulldozer.
Yeah, like a blade.
You just drop in and that's it. For not having diff lock, I'm doing pretty good without,
Yep, that's what I'm saying. Like, that Chevy truck is really good. It's actually a really good truck. I like it better than a lot of people like the Humvee, and I'm like, I don't know, I like the Chevy better. Obviously, the Tuzzes are better, but the 6-wheel drive trucks. But
oh yeah. Well, I think that Humvee is amazing because now that they're owned by China, I think threw a mountain of money at the devs to be like, hey, can you make this thing amazing? And they were like, oh, okay, cool. And so, like, that's why it's like, it does so amazing the moment you find it is,
Yeah.
I think there was some outside influence because I'm like, in real life, it's, it's stymied by, mud, snow.
Right. It's not a very good truck.
Grass clippings.
It's not. I don't think it's that bad, but it's not a good truck. Or or I should say the original Humvee was just so much better.
Well, yeah. Well, the H2 is actually sitting on the Chevy Suburban frame.
Right, yeah, it's a Chevy Suburban, right. With some audacity added in looks.
Yeah. And then the original H1 is it's a Humvee.
Right.
And then they came out with that abomination of the H3.
Right.
Which was a Chevy Trailblazer.
Oh. That's a smaller truck, isn't it?
Yeah, the H3 was a tiny little thing.
Oh, I didn't realize that. It's
yeah,
tiny.
but it sat on the Trailblazer frame. Now they did put like wider axles so they could put those stupid fender flares on it.
Right. I guess you're right. The H3 is smaller, isn't it? Now I think about it, it was smaller. That was one of its selling points, is it's not quite as big as the other ones. And they sold them concurrently, didn't they? You could get an H2 or an H3, right?
Yeah, their goal was you can buy the H1 if you want to spin, if you want to burn all the fuel and go everywhere. Get the H2 if you need a vehicle that can work in a town. And you get the H3 if you want an economical vehicle that can't go anywhere.
Right.
Like you just want a Hummer badge on an SUV. It's basically all you're getting.
Yeah. Once again, I don't understand those. Like it's like this whole like Kia Sportage / Kia Niro, like Honda CR-V. Why don't you just get a car?
Yeah, the crossover thing is stupid.
I don't understand it because you can't go off-roading with it. It's not like they do any better off-road or in the snow. It's basically just a car that's taller and gets worse gas mileage. But it's not really a 4x4, you know, and I don't understand why people want them so bad, or why they do really well.
I think it gives those city people the appeal of off-road.
Yeah, not easy now. I'm one of them. I'm just a city person that's smart enough to realize that, like, that ain't gonna help you off-road. If you want to buy an off-roader, get a Jeep or a, some kind of 4x4.
Yeah, real off-road truck.
No, this is weird. Why am I not? I'm literally bumping my engine.
No,
into
remember
it.
you have to go drive into the blue square.
Oh, that's right. I didn't see the square. Oh, we're so close. I got 1260 of 1300. I literally need 40 experience points.
Isn't that like finding anything?
Yeah, pretty much.
Finding a trailer?
Yes. You know what? Did we find that truck yet? Yeah, we did. It's found. Maybe. I don't know if I found the Kodiak. Why don't we head over to the Kodiak and see if that counts? Maybe that'll push us over. Because you're right, it's 50. We're already like halfway there. We might as well just make the rest of the trip. Except for I probably will run out of fuel. What'd you say? Oh.
You still have to cross the river, and I'll barely make it. You will not make it.
Oh, I'll make it. Come on, we can do it. We'll do it.
Your truck's gonna drown. You don't have a snorkel.
I'll be fine. It's famous last words.
No, the river's too deep.
No, we'll do it. I want to do it. Come on, let's try it. We'll try it.
All right.
If I get in too deep, I'll be like, Kyle, pull me out. We're so close. I'm not saying we have to pull the truck out. We just got to get there. Though I don't know. I might run out of fuel before we get there. I'm already... I don't know. We'll see.
I'm at 2/3.
Yeah,
we might have to go all the way around. Because, I mean, it's going to cost... I'll be less than half a tank just trying to get to this third path up here.
Yeah. I can see that.
Well, the next biggest problem is winching to everything that's already entirely too close to me for it to help.
I wonder if we have to check. We should check the upgrades on these. Now, I don't know if they have the autonomous winch, I think, but maybe not. I don't know if I could afford the autonomous winch for both of these or not.
I wouldn't even get them.
Really? Well, if we're playing together, it doesn't really help. Yeah, it doesn't matter. If we're sticking together. If we're apart, though, and doing, like, hills and stuff like that, then it's kind of...
If you spend a lot of your time on the roof like I do, then yeah, you're going to want an autonomous. But even then, I don't get the autonomous just because the moment I'm in an area where I'm like, this is going to suck and I'm going to be crashing all the time, I just stay in the lowest possible gear I have and I just crawl through the whole area trying not to flip.
I tend to be a little more reckless.
And then I use, like, if you have to go like around like a deep slope, you know, so your vehicle's already on the verge of falling over.
Right.
I latch onto a tree uphill, and I, like, from the side point, I latch onto a tree that's uphill from me, and that way I just kind of swing around the tree.
Oh. Now
That way I don't have to risk falling over.
You don't have to have fuel in the boot, do you?
Nope.
I'm just staying out of the mud. So far I just hit that stump. That wasn't very good.
The funny thing is if you had your roof rack, it could carry fuel.
I know.
I think it carries like 2 refuels worth of fuel for your
It does.
rig.
Yeah, it's 2. People were saying that it slows the truck down tremendously, though. Like to the point where you end up burning that much.
It's added weight.
We want to go to the factory, right? All right, so stay behind me. Let me go first so I can kind of... Because goodness knows I'm probably going to need you to winch to me and pull me back out. So let's just see if I can do this without drowning.
Well, I was going to say, if I go first, you can winch to me, and I'll just occasionally put my handbrake on, and that way you can just latch on. If we inchworm through this, like if I connect to a thing, pull myself forward, and then you pull yourself to me.
Let me just see how far I get. Hold on, let me see. Let me try it and see. Like my truck, your truck is sinking in. I'm not really...
Well, I picked a terrible line.
Okay, now I'm in.
Let me get up here, and then you can winch to me. I just don't want to be in the goop.
We're gonna have to get the off-road tires on one of the trucks and get the trailer, the gooseneck trailer, and pull these things back on the trailer. We're gonna end up running out of fuel before we get to that truck. I'm not doing bad though, honestly. It's not.
Well, I'm breaking sticks.
That might have been my fault. Sorry.
Okay. Go ahead. I was gonna say.
I meant to get. I thought I was grabbing one of the sticks in front of you, but instead I was just grabbing you. I'm gonna attach to your bumper. Keep pulling.
You know what I'm sticking to is all the stupid little hidden sticks and trees in here.
How much gas do you have?
Less than half.
Yeah, I'm getting pretty low too. Oh boy, we're gonna need a rescue mission for our rescue mission. Okay.
I was gonna say, let me go forward a little bit so I can. Oh.
Well, we can winch to these stuff now. Go ahead and winch to the trees and pull yourself forward.
Okay, because I was like,
definitely use your winch.
The water here is getting real quick, and it was pushing me.
Yeah, this is the most dangerous spot right here, but there's stuff to pull across, thankfully. Come on. I'm making it. It was close, but I'm making it. You broke my stick! You broke the stick. Don't run that stick over. Don't do it.
I'm not. You're hooked onto the bottom of a stump.
Yeah. So are you using your winch also?
Yeah.
Okay. You're right, though. I think we might run out of...
I mean, we can do the... where, like, you transfer all of your fuel into my truck. Got nowhere to go. Like, I can't find anything to hook onto.
Really, these trees? Man, your winch, you must not have the longer winch, because I'm like... Maybe that truck didn't get the upgrade to the winches yet. Because, like, I'm having no problem finding witch points.
I can only reach out like 20 feet.
Yeah, see, this has got... I got a pretty good reach on this thing.
Uh-oh.
What's the matter?
Well, I winched myself towards this pole, but now I'm in a hole.
Well, that log helped me until I ran into it. Winch me, baby. Ow! Do 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 do. Look at how muddy our trucks are. It's good stuff. That's why they call this SNOWRUNNER. Wait, what? It's been like 6 months of me playing this game, and I still haven't really gotten to a snowy map except for like COVID.
Well, I mean, Alaska's pretty bad. It doesn't have those like ice chunks that are in the mud puddles, but the snow gets pretty friggin' slick, and unless you have chains, you don't want to be going any faster than first gear.
Yep. I'm thinking of following the same thing you did. I'm going to have to pull myself back this way a little bit. Trying to get my truck up out of the gunk. And now there's nothing. Wow.
Oh, let me make some progress here, and then you can latch on. I just... on. Surely there's some hard terrain around here.
Yeah, if you right to your left, if you can get up on that berm.
All right, I got a wheel locked on.
Do it.
Can you grab on?
Yep. Now I'm going to pull on you. Are you ready?
Yeah. If you put the handbrake on, your vehicle turns into an anchor. There's nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
It
It does help for sure. I got 21 liters left. I'm about to hook to you one more time. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I'm out. I'm going to keep rolling because I can't. Otherwise, I'll go back in again. Okay, and four-wheel drive off. Hopefully saving a little bit of gas. Got 19 liters left. Let's see if we can't get to that truck. We are definitely going to have to send the other truck down here to get these trucks, though. At least to refuel them. But we'll have off-road tires at that point, so... Okay, which way are we headed?
Oof.
I'm sorry. Oh! Sorry.
It's gonna be down that little road up here.
To the right.
Down into the logging thing, through a patch of cut trees, and then we should be there.
Tell you what, the high gear keeps us in less fuel burn too, like one or 2 liters per minute.
It's actually burning more for me.
Really? When I go into auto, I'm burning 5 or 6.
If I go into low plus, I'm doing 0.5. If I go into high, it goes up to 0.8.
Oh, you're right. Of course, that's going downhill. Ah! Did you see what that stick just did to my truck?
No.
It flipped me over. Uh-oh.
Careful, you're gonna hit. There's stumps hiding out here.
Yeah, I'm looking. I see them.
Like, I'm just gonna follow you and wait for you to hit one, and then turn the other way.
I should be all right. Where are we going? It's to the right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Worst nightmare.
There's stumps out here. Grab on.
There we go. I got it. I got it. I'm hoping this GMC has some fuel in it that I can totally steal.
I think it's devoid of fuel, devoid of parts, devoid of everything.
It's just wrecked. We're going to have to service it and bring it back.
Which I think in order to do that might require like the GMC and the Fleet Star.
Yeah, it's going to take both. Yep.
One with maintenance, one with fuel.
Yep. But that's okay because these trucks could use it too. So we'll get it. We'll get our off-road tires and then we'll pull that thing out and rescue it.
Well, then we can also use it because on its own, it's got pretty awesome clearance.
Yep, it's a good truck.
I'm gonna let you discover it. That way I don't hijack your points.
I don't think it will. I think it distributes points, but... Oh, gosh.
Just go for it. I'll wait here.
Yes! Yay! Wait, okay, wait. Let me see if I can hang on. It's got 0, yeah. Okay, so we'll just leave the scouts down here. And we'll service these too because they're...
Put them on the grass, that way they don't sink in too far.
Yep.
Stop engine.
Alright, so go back to the garage and grab... I might have to bring them out for you, but hold on.
Yep, because I don't see them.
Yeah, alright, so hang on a second here.
Alright, so what's up with this guy? Everything is wrong.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's broke. Hold on. How do I get... Where's the garage? Okay, there we go. Okay, so... I customize this. Oh, thank goodness. Finally. Just checking all this stuff to make sure we have everything in. Okay, so we have the UAD. What do you think? 1, 2, or 3?
The biggest.
I don't know if they're always the best though, because sometimes, like I know, like for the off roads, the UOD 2 is better than the UOD 3.
I don't know. I can't look at any tires because, like, if I go to a garage, it's just going to give me my truck.
Right. Everything else is good. Frame add-ons. Heavy crane? No. We'll put the... What do you think? Do you want to do the... How about if we do service and fuel on one truck and then repair on the other truck? Because that gas tank is so heavy and we'll end up having trouble.
Yeah, we can do that.
All right, so I'm going to put this out for you.
All right, so I brought out one of my trucks just so I have a place to be. That way you can...
That's fine. So this is going to be your truckie. It has some new tires.
Ew.
Look at that Ford. Now that's on Lake COVID, isn't it? Where that's hidden?
Yeah.
What a cool truck.
Yeah, and
I still haven't found it yet.
I got a mod vehicle. Well, I remember exactly where it's at.
Well, when Seth gets back, you and I and Seth need to continue our COVID series too. So, okay, I should be out of that truck now. Does it show me out?
Yeah. Turn off that beacon.
Do you think I should?
I used a mod truck to get to that thing, and just so I could drag it to the point, just so I can have the truck and be done with it. But I haven't even looked for. And then once I had the truck, I went and got the all-wheel drive for it.
So now here's a question. Do you think I should sell the GMC and buy another Fleet Star?
Well, didn't you say that's breaking your rules?
It kind of is. Yeah, you're right. Forget it. I mean, I can afford to just outright buy a Fleet Star, but maybe we should just wait till we can afford a Pay Star.
I think we should wait for the Pay Star because...
yeah, I agree.
I mean, overall, that's a better truck because doesn't it come with all-wheel drive and diff lock by nature?
Yep. Okay.
Now, do we want? Are we gonna take the back road?
I mean, straightest route, I would think. Did you head that way already? Or oh no, there you are. Okay. Why don't you lead this time and I'll follow? And don't get too far ahead because I don't have any gearing or differentials or all-wheel drive again. I just have height, which is a good thing.
I love the like, I don't know, lack of effort that was put into the front axle of that thing when you get all-wheel drive. They just put a diff on that axle. Man, I could have sworn you had a just a straight diff lock for that GMC.
Nope, not until you get to the second map.
Okay. Well, I mean, at least you have the locked axles.
Yeah, and it did fine. I just pulled through.
I'm in all-wheel drive trying to climb this mess.
More weight. I don't think this attachment's as heavy as that is.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the rocks are terrible, and that's the one weakness with the Fleet Star. Oh, yeah. Is that it does almost bounce itself over even at low speed. It's got a pretty tight leaf spring. Yeah, these rocks are giving me a rough time here too. There we go.